from the oldest stadium in baseball, Fenway Park. MLB Network is on the air. Tonight, it's the home opener for this new season between the Chicago Cubs and the Boston Red Sox.
Leading off for the Cubs.
Live baseball here on MLB Network, and it comes your way next.
Marquez.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Not quite out of here. It's off the out-of-town scoreboard. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out. Into the box now, Jason Hayward looking to get something to the right side with that leadoff man at second to start the ball game. Harold Reynolds, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. It's fair to say they're still finding their way. 3-3 here to start the young season.
Well, Matt, we're watching a team that won last game, put them at 500. Now, they're not where they want to be, and they're still several games back in the division. But you just keep pushing one day at a time, and you never know if you might be able to gain some ground.
Chris Bryant is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
That's a pretty tough spot for him to deal with in the first inning. Runner in scoring position already, and now he's got the three-hitter salivating in a good hitter's count.
2-1, here it is. Looks at a fastball inside, so he's in the driver's seat. 3-1.
3-1 count to this guy. You don't want to challenge him right here. Don't give him anything to hit. No. Keep it on the corner.
Oh, and a great recovery there just to get an out on the play. But meanwhile, a run is in to score.
Designated hitter.
Digging in now, Kyle Schwarber. He'll try and start things over now with the bases empty and 2 away following the RBI ground ball. Nunez is under it, and he makes the... Here's Mookie Betts. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Red Sox. Right fielder.
First pitch is a sinker for a called strike one. The windup and the 0-1. And this inning starts with a solid base hit. So it's a leadoff base hit to start the Red Sox half of the inning. Now in the box, Andrew Benintendi. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Swing and a line drive. But this will be foul. Now the 0-1. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good. And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down, and unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line, you see a lot of swinging misses on those.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. Looks at a two-seamer right down the middle.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove it one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
And he indeed takes only the out at first as the runners move to second and third with 1 away now. Here's Hanley Ramirez as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes.
This is where you got to pitch to the strikeout. Infield's drawn in. You don't want contact. You want to make him swing and miss. Throw the nastiest stuff you have.
And he dives with the baseball, but makes the play for the out. Oh, that was close. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Stephen Vogt is in with 2 away as he takes a ball. 1-0. Now time is barked out by the home plate umpire. Now this pitch sails up and in, and that leaves him muttering to himself. It's ball 2.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. Up with it, Contreras. And the throw to first ends the inning. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He'll lead it off here to begin the second. He'll start the second with a curveball that's taken here for ball 1. Here it comes. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1.
Well, that's a high fastball in the low 90s. That is a dangerous, dangerous pitch right there. He got away with one. The guy took the pitch. Maybe he's just measuring him up. I wouldn't come back with that again. Well, clearly he's not sitting changeup with that swing. I like the early changeup. Now it sets up your fastball and all your other off-speed stuff, because now the changeup, anything's faster than that. He's got him off balance now.
Batting six.
Settling in
First
now,
baseman.
Alex Avila, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
Pitch on its way to Avila. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. And the changeup is way low that time. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Nunez ranging back. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Batting seventh.
So striding in, Anthony goes. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Sends that one out of play for strike one.
With 2 outs, they're not playing him to bunt here, and he didn't show it there, but I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't at least thinking about it. He handles the bat pretty well, and he can definitely run.
And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch if you can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time.
And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. This is line to left. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out. So Ben Zobrist will bat this inning following the 2-out hit. Digging in the switch hitter, Ben Zobrist. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. Now a move over to first. Second inning here as the Cubs lead this one early 1-0. Line, but speared on a hop. Throw to first in plenty of time. And now batting, Dustin Pedroia. He'll lead it off against Jake Arrieta.
Second baseman.
Sinker to open the AB in there for strike one. And then that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
Designated hitter,
Mitch Moreland stands in as he looks at ball one here. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Ground ball right into the shift. Avila takes it in, and he'll step on first himself for the out. Here's Xander Bogaerts now, and he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball one. Swing and a miss. Little too anxious there. 1-1. Arrieta gets the sign. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Line towards center field. Marte is there, and he'll make the. Here's Addison Russell, and he'll start out their half of the third. Top of the order to follow.
Shortstop.
Now the pitch.
Russell.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. And the pitch. Couldn't get his hands through there, and it's 1-1.
There's another swinging strike on a fastball. He's got a nice fastball working, great pop on it, and he's keeping it high in the zone. They're going to have to lay off that if they want to have any success, because you keep chasing it, they're going to keep swinging and missing. We are watching him reach back and just challenge it with the fastball. Now we got a 1-2 count, and that's 3 fastballs in a row.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. He hit the corner and tries for third. Russell takes the turn at third. He wants it all. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a Costly one indeed.
Starling Marte.
Here comes the first pitch. Smoke on the ground left side. And there's a base hit as that gets through into left. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. Here's Jason Hayward now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Marte off for second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it.
Clearly staying away from him in this at-bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Now a swing at a ball popped in the air back behind short. And that's going to fall. A base hit. And the run will score from second as now it's a 3-0 game. And he's safe. And now Boston's bullpen springs into action. A left-hander and a right-hander begin to throw. Chris Bryant is at the plate as he looks at ball one. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
When hitters are able to lay off curveballs and get themselves into good counts because of it, you're in pretty big trouble as a pitcher. A lot of guys rely on their opponents offering at that pitch, even when it's not in a good location to hit.
He brings it in right in front of the tarp. And he will make it back to second and be content with holding on there.
Now batting.
Striding in once again, Kyle Schwarber. 0 for 1 here in the early going. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Out of here to the deepest part of the yard. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Wilson Contreras. He flew out in his last at-bat. In front of the changeup there as this is chopped foul at home plate. And he lays off for ball one. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Pops this one up just beyond the infield on the right side. Pedroia is there for it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Digging in for his second at-bat, Alex Avila. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Nunez racing back, and it's off the green monster. And he's in there safely. He's got a double. Ready for another chance. Anthony goes 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. But the recovery throw will be in time. Digging in, Eduardo Nunez. And his guys have quite a hill to climb. Down 5-0 here in the early going. Line to the right side. And that's going to get down in front of Hayward for a base hit. So a leadoff single will be the start to their half of the third. Digging in to try it again, Mookie Betts lays off 1-0.
This is the situation where there's a lot of pressure on the infielders if the ball is put in play on the ground. Both the guy at first and at the plate are burners, so a double play is going to be tough. Even getting one out could be a challenge.
In tight with the sinker, ball 2. The 2-0 on the way. Runners off for second. Fouled back. A runner at first with no outs here. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Up next for the
left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. Too low, 1-0.
Look, this is a big half inning. Look, they're down a little bit right now, but if they get something going, it's still early in the game. This is a huge inning and a huge at-bat.
Look out, 2-0 now. Now a throw over to first, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. And again a throw, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Another throw over. A dive, but he's back. And here's a ball hit in the air. Bryant has room in foul territory. 1 out. And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
Well, back-to-back sliders, and now he finds himself down 2-0. You know, trying to pitch him backwards, that only works if you're throwing strikes. If not, you find yourself in trouble.
Now a spin and a throw back to second, and the runner back easily. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. He'll try it again from first. Pitch outside, the throw. And now the third baseman sneaks into position to cover a potential drag bunt. Swung on and missed. 3-2.
This is when he's at his best. 2 runners in scoring position, and this is where he bears down. It's almost like he says, all right, I'm in a jam. Now let me show you how good I am.
And he'll step off and go to third here. Runner back safely. Runners are at second and third with 1 down. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
Now batting, first baseman.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Gloved by Russell. And the throw to first will be in time, so the Red Sox come. Coming to the plate now, Ben Zobrist. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Hit in the air out to center field. There to look it in his bets, and that's out number 1. Here's Addison Russell. He smacked a triple and later scored his first time around. And he gets under this one as the ball is skied into very shallow right. And this will be taken by Pedroia for out number 2. Digging in once again, Starling Marte. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Ramirez is there, and they go down. Striding in, Stephen Vogt. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Oh, that hit him. Let's hope he's okay. And they are able to get the out at first, but more importantly, let's hope he's okay on the mound.
The second baseman, number 15.
Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Way behind that pitch, it's 0-1. Fouled back. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Hit on the ground to short. Russell has it. Throw on to first. He'll take care of Pedroia, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
Standing in, Mitch Moreland. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Moreland.
Dribbled to the right side. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Here's Jason Hayward now. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
Right fielder, Jason Hayward.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Here's the pitch. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Betts has a read on it. He's got it 1 away. Here's Chris Bryant now. 0 for 2 with a run batted in for him thus far.
Bryant.
Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
And the 1-1 is in the air now out to center. Benintendi has to come in from the next area code to put this one away. Wow. Now at the plate, Kyle Schwarber comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. The windup and the 0-1. Ooh, good changeup, just missed inside. 2 out, nobody on. And there's ball 2 now. Sent on the ground out to second. Pedroia fields from deep in the hole. Throw gets him there. Here's Xander Bogaerts now. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5.
The shortstop, number 72.
Now the pitch.
Xander
Line drive to
Bogaerts.
left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
Now batting.
Into the box
Left
now,
fielder,
Eduardo Nunez.
Eduardo
A base hit in his
Nunez.
first trip. First pitch sinker misses in on the hands that time. It's a ball and no strikes. Heading out towards shallow right. Hayward has a read on it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Here's Mookie
Now
Betts. Couple of
Center
singles
fielder,
to his credit thus far.
Mookie Betts.
And that misses inside 1-0.
I really like how he's getting ahead early in the count. He's pitching aggressively, and what that does, it holds the pitch count down.
And that slider's almost in the dirt. 3-0 now.
Well, he doesn't have any walks yet. He's going to have to come in the zone right here and really avoid throwing that first walk of the game.
A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. Ready for another shot now. Andrew Benintendi. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch is a sinker, too low. 1-0. Hit on the ground to third. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. Digging in, Travis Shaw. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. The 1-0 delivery. A tough sinker on the inside corner. 2 out with the man at first. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Wow, it just doesn't seem like he's being as aggressive as he was.
A swing and a miss. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson.
Into the windup and the pitch. Line drive snagged on a short hop. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Eduardo Rodriguez. Is into the Ryan Healy will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. And now the Red Sox will get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Drilled on the ground to short. Gloved by Bogaerts. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Digging in once again. Anthony goes. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Will Atkinson will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. Pitch on the way. Line softly toward the hole. It's flagged down deep in the hole. Throw gets him there from short right field. Here's Hanley Ramirez. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home sixth. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This is popped up. Hayward is after it. He can't get there as it falls in. And a nice job to get the ball in quickly. He'll be held to a single here with nobody out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Stephen Vogt. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more of a pitch to contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
And this one's in the dirt, and forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes. Ready for another chance? Dustin Pedroia. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. That's in there. Base hit. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate. Riding in.
Now batting, designated hitter.
And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. Mike Montgomery is into the ball game now as he'll make his Brian Dozier will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and 1 gone in the inning. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Jay has a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Coming to the
number 2, Xander
Pedro Strop takes over here with a runner at first and 2 gone in the inning.
Number 46.
And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate here as that misses.
Well, that's not what they were looking for when they brought him into the game. First pitch nearly hits the first batter he's facing. That's a little bit to be concerned if you're the manager.
Slider stayed too low. Ball 2. Line drive to center field. And he will get there to make the running play. Digging in to try it again, Ben Zobrist. He'll be tasked with starting things as we begin the 7th. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Now here's the pitch. And this is fouled straight back and into the mask of the catcher. It's 1-1. Lifted in the air out to center field. Betts on the run. Makes the play, 1 away. Here's Addison Russell. He tripled earlier, making him 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Russell.
Hit out toward second. Up with the ball is Pedroia. On to first, and it's a quick start to the 7th as now there are 2 away.
Center fielder number 7.
Here's Starling Marte. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. On his way to second goes Marte. Around second. He's on his way to third. Marte is on his way home. And happy birthday as they allow him to cross with the inside the park home run as he catches his breath to reflect on his good fortune. Jason Hayward is at the plate as he walks. Watches ball 1. Javier Baez will get a shot here as a pinch hitter. Joe Kelly will come on out of the bullpen. And some action now in the Boston bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. Now here's a swing and a high pop-up drifting into shallow right field. And Pedroia will make the catch in the. Ready for another.
Leading off for the Red Sox, left fielder, Eduardo Nunez.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Here comes the 1-0. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Ready with the 2-0 pitch. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Ball 3 to the 9-hitter. He's got to know he's going to come after him and throw him a strike. He does not want to walk the 9-hitter with the leadoff guy sitting on deck and a chance to get this inning going for them.
And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Swing and a line drive, but this is going to get foul. Swing and a liner, but quick reactions at the hot corner take away a hit, and there's one gone.
Next for the Red Sox, center fielder, Mookie Betts.
Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose.
Please.
Carl Edwards.
Now pitching for the Cubs, number 6, Carl Edwards Jr.
Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. This is foul for the first strike. And he misses with it, 1-1.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
1-2.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
And this is fouled at the plate.
Now that's some good hitting. You hear the cliche good hitting, but that is. He fouls off a changeup with 2 strikes. Very difficult to do.
Again, a 1-2. Very weakly on the ground. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Here's another 1-2. Swing and a line drive. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. Ready once again.
Now batting, right fielder, Andrew Benintendi.
So they'll go to the bullpen now, and he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
That's a big pitch right there. It could change the at bat. When you're facing a good hitter like this, that first pitch, strike 1, is so important as to who's going to control this at bat. Right now, pitcher's got the advantage.
A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. And now they've got him picked off. And now he throws on the brakes, but he can't get back to first, and he's nailed for the second out. Big mistake there. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. And that will conclude matters here in. Stepping in, Chris Bryant. 0 for 3 with an RBI in this one.
Baseman, Chris Bryant.
And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. Hits this one hard the other way. And this is going to find its way into right for a base hit. And the leadoff man's on to start the 8th. Settling in now, Kyle Schwarber. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Red Sox, number 60, Henry.
Here's the first pitch to him. Sharp slider that time, just missed inside. Here it comes, 1-0. A fastball that just misses inside.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
And whoa, there's a swing he'd like back. It's 2-1 now.
Well, he was clearly looking for a fastball right there, and that slider got right to him and went whoop, slid to the side, and as a result, you got an ugly swing and miss.
Had him fooled as this is popped up back behind short. Bogarts into shallow left, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. So striding in, Wilson Contreras. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Right through it here, and he's behind 0-1. Comes set, and the 0-1. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Nunez ranging back. but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. They'll extend their lead here as the runner scores from first. And he will pull into third with an RBI triple. Next in at the plate is Ryan Healy. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Down the third baseline. Here's the 0-1 pitch. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. The catch is made deep in the alley, and here comes the runner from third. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. It's an 8-2 game. In now is John Jay. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Waiting on it is Benintendi, and that retires the side. And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. In there for strike 1. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now, 0-2.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good.
Now batting. First
Hector
baseman.
Rondon comes on to start.
Ramirez.
Now
Your
action in the
attention,
bullpen
please.
as their closer
Now
starts to
pitching
get
for
loose out
Chicago,
there.
Number 56. Hector
On he
Rondon.
pops it up, drifting just beyond the infield. Here's Baez to make the catch, and that becomes out number 2. Into the box,
Now batting,
Stephen Vogt.
catcher.
He was punched out looking at
Stephen
strike 3
Vogt.
last time through. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Here's a high foul ball as it finds a lucky fan in the upper deck for a souvenir. Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1. Rondon looks in. 2-1 on its way. Whoa, right back at him, and it hit him. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the. Here's Ben Zobrist now. He'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9.
right fielder,
Tyler
number 18.
Thornburg enters now in a
Ben
mop-up role as he'll try to keep
Your
the
attention,
deficit
please.
right where it is.
Now pitching
Off
for the
we
Red
go in the
Sox.
9th as the first
Number
pitch misses for
47.
ball 1.
Tyler
1-0 count. Here it
Thornburg.
is. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first out.
Now batting.
Digging in,
Shortstop.
Addison Russell.
Addison
He's working on a 1 for
Russell.
3 thus far. Takes a high fastball for a strike. The windup and the 0-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Really deceptive changeup there. Very well executed. It looks like it just sort of dies when it gets close to the plate.
Well, when you're hitting with 2 strikes, you're just in battle mode. Right there, he gets a breaking ball. He just fouled it off. Got a piece of it and stays alive.
And a swing and a miss here, and the first 2 are dispatched to begin the 9th.
Center fielder. Starling
First pitch
Marte.
coming. Here it is. Sent on the ground out to second. There is Pedroia. And the throw will not be in time, as I don't think he was going to get him anyway, but a fine effort nonetheless.
Second baseman.
Ready to deliver.
Javier
Here's the first pitch.
Baez.
Javier Baez stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. Grounded to third. Shaw has it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. He'll be the one to get us going here in the bottom of inning number 9.
Second baseman.
And
Number
here's a ball
15.
hit in the air. And no one can get there. He'll try it again. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Line towards center field. Marte is there, and that won't help the cause. It's a quick out here to start the home
Designated
9th.
hitter, number 5. Ryan.
Into the windup and the
Dozier.
pitch. Brian Dozier will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And this is fouled back and out of play. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Slider. Ooh, thought he had him, but it's 1-2. 1-2. Here it comes. popped high in the air. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
The shortstop.
Striding in,
2,
Xander Bogaerts. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Taken, called, strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight.
See what happens when you work fast, you stay aggressive.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. And they did some damage offensively in this one, enough to get the win, and this man led the charge. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, just a great all-around performance from him at the plate, as the stats indicate. Ended up with 4 hits, including a home run, so there is no doubt he was instrumental in leading these guys to the victory.
They left 6 men on base. The winning pitcher is Jake Arrieta. His record is now 2-0. The loss goes to Rick Porcello. He falls to 0-2. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 17 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Fenway Park, 36,298. We'd like to thank the Red Sox Nation for their continuing support and remind you to please drive home safely. Good night.